Meteorologist Haley Lapointe and your Storm Watch 9 forecast.
At times today it's been bright. At other times the clouds taking over, even a few snow showers. You can see them in the distance here looking from Conway up toward the White Mountains. But at least we've been able to do some cleanup after a weekend with some fresh snow that has fallen. This is a live look up in the northern part of the state and in Manchester now. We've got some sunshine, the American flag there waving with the winds that have picked up a little bit out of the west-northwest at 18 miles per hour. So when you factor that in with the temperature of 30, it feels more like 18. So a little frigid feel with the winds factored in. Actual temperatures in Raymond, Hooksett, Pittsfield only in the 20s. It looks like Milton right now at 26, 27 in Hooksett, Hopkinton, Sunapee right now at 24. And in the northern reaches of the state, we've got teens through Berlin and in Whitefield. Yep, we've seen a couple of light snow showers, mainly through the southern portion of the state today, and a few of them in the White Mountains too. But for the most part, it's just been clouds with some peaks of sun. All right, want to get you up to date on the snowfall so far for this season. What's really remarkable is this 26.8 inches that we've received so far this season. 10 inches of that actually have fallen in the last 10 days. And you can see how things kind of stack up compared to recent years. The average is about 67.7. Remarkably, none of these last few years have actually reached the average. We've been slightly below that almost every year. So we're on our way, though, with upwards of 20 inches now so far. And this active pattern seems like we're adding a little bit each time as far as the next couple of days here go. We've got a break between systems right now, and then tomorrow some sunshine. There's a chance of a few snow showers or snow squalls in the northern part of the state tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures basically seasonable, right around freezing. Wednesday a little bit colder. We'll see sunshine early, then clouds increase as the next storm system gets closer to us. This one comes through overnight Wednesday and into Thursday, and it may mean snow, a good punch of it, at least initially, and then some mix during the day on Thursday, but it likely does result in some slick travel and slower travel for the morning commute on Thursday. That's the one time really through the next 5 days that we're concerned about driving conditions because of the snow that will have fallen through the overnight and additional light snow or even some mix that will be happening during the morning commute. So again, this is Wednesday night into Thursday morning. We'll talk more about the timing now. We'll bring in meteorologist Matt Honig, who has more on this system. Hi, Matt.
Hi there, Haley. So here we go again. Another round of some snow and wintry mix on the way, and not great timing here, especially for the early part of Thursday. Now, as Haley mentioned, Wednesday is actually a pretty nice day of weather. Just looking at increasing cloud cover, but much of the day is dry. Road conditions should certainly be in great shape all day long Wednesday. It's long after dark Wednesday night the travel impacts start to increase, and that will continue into the first half of Thursday. Here's Futurecast on Wednesday. It's fairly quiet, but again, we'll see the clouds increasing throughout the day. Even by 8 o'clock here, notice it's dry across much of New England, but the first sights of that snow and mix already starting to appear to our west, and that quickly will start to surge to the east. And by midnight at the latest, I think southern New Hampshire is starting to get in on its first flakes. It'll drift northward into the wee hours of Thursday morning at this point. Good burst of snow likely for some overnight, kind of similar to what we had last Thursday. And yet again, as the snow winds down, it's a transition to perhaps a little bit of sleet or freezing drizzle. Best shot of that will be in southern zones, but that may even sneak into central New Hampshire depending on exactly how aggressive this warm air is. And as that happens, the precipitation does really start to wane in intensity with much lower impacts from this system by Thursday afternoon. So of course the big question is, how much snow could we pick up on Thursday? Let's bring back in Haley for more on that.
The good timing, Matt, with that is that by the afternoon and the evening commute should not be as impacted as the morning. So that could bode well. Perhaps maybe a few, late arrivals or delayed openings might be a good thing for Thursday. We'll see what ends up happening. But we're thinking about 1 to 3 inches through this blue area, perhaps a few more when you get into the Mount Washington Valley and in the White Mountains. But those numbers pretty early on here. So there may be some changes as we continue closer to that storm system moving through. Tonight, coldest readings from Plymouth northward, could even be a few places sub-zero. Then as we look ahead to the storm system coming through, it looks like late Wednesday and into Thursday. And then Valentine's Day looks quiet. Another system potentially for Saturday night into Sunday.